Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Pinkfresh Friday, and I have I have kind of a conglomeration of things. I picked this background paper because I wasn't quite sure what to do with it. I thought about cutting out the arches and arranging them in some way with some dimension to them on another sheet of paper. But I decided that I kind of like them like this. And since this is a page about my, finally, James would say, getting my handicap sticker for my car, I put this, and so it's come to this, over the number, just in case. I don't know. I just didn't want to cover up. I didn't want to display the number, and no matter how I filtered it, the number was fairly readable. And there was some other personal information that down here that's I also wanted to be sure was not readable. So, but the handicap icon is kind of all you need to see to know what it's about. And I put this square frame so that it would highlight the handicap symbol and allow me to do this and kind of go off. Otherwise, you're kind of seeing the glove compartment of the car and my hand and so forth. And I found this floral. I forget what collection it's from, but the leaves are the same color blue as that, and that blue doesn't occur anywhere else on the page. It isn't going to. I thought about, just as in reference to how, I don't know if I felt old or lazy or what it was, but I how do I even explain this? I didn't want to get a handicap sticker, and James has been asking me to get one because for concerts and things like that, he's the one driving me around, and he's the one who has to go up close to the venue and drop me off. I can't walk very far with my back in the condition it's in without being at risk to fall, and I have fallen a few times a couple of years ago. So that is something that I go to physical therapy to work on strengthening that. I don't think it'll ever fix the problems that I have in my back, and I don't want surgery. So I just need to, for things like concerts where when we went to see Robert Plant and Alison Krauss and Bob Dylan and Willie Nelson and so forth, without a handicap sticker, we had to park about a half mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile away from where we could get the. It was a couple miles away from the entrance, but it was about 3/4 of a mile away from where we could catch the little shuttles that take you to the entrance. And it was a nightmare. That particular night was a bad back night. It turned out to be a bad shoulder night too, but that's another story. So anyway, before we went to see Steve Miller and Journey and Def Leppard last weekend, or weekend before last, I got the handicap sticker, and it allowed us to park in a place that the shuttles came and picked us up. As it turned out, that didn't work out going there, but it did coming back. Anyway, so I was going to use this Lazy Days, but then none of my other embellishments matched, and I thought that's unnecessarily derogatory to using actually engaging assistance when you truly need it. So I didn't want to do that. So that's not making its appearance. So my title is going to be, Oh, the Places. And you may have seen this kind of dragging around on my desk. And what I did here, it needed to be glued back together. What I did here was to glue it onto this frame, which is a Pinkfresh frame, and it came from, I want to say, not Garden Bouquet, not Flower Market, maybe Lovely Blooms or something like that. Anyway, I think it's the same collection that this paper is from, which is Lovely Blooms. And the name of this paper is Live in the Moment, so I thought that was kind of perfect too. So I'm thinking that this will go here, and what I'm thinking I'm going to do is pick a lane and just run embellishments all the way down that lane, and then run them kind of along this lane right here so that the pink stays behind, and I'm just kind of bordering like on that, maybe covering it up or maybe leaving some of it show. And I'm not sure where I want to put the title. I'm thinking that I will put the cluster here, and I'll maybe pick this lane and let it go all the way around and maybe even down here. Oh no, not down there, because down there I'm going to use this perspective that says today. Let me put that on there. I shouldn't put things away because I can't reach them. I'm having more and more trouble every single day, and I'm sorry to burden you all with that. That's not what you tuned in for, I'm sure. And it's not, debilitating or anything. I suppose this could go. I kind of want it to be here and then let these embellishments go, but I'm going to have to put the embellishments on before I decide that. And the embellishments I'm talking about are going to come from all of these stickers. Just as you know, I'm also doing the summer challenge with Scrapbook Challenge UK, and one of the requirements is the color pink, so I got that covered, and square, and I've got the square frames. Button or flare. The flare, I've got a couple collections of these that are labeled chipboard flare, so I'm going to use several of those. I'm going to use, and there are these puffy stickers and more puffy stickers. Here, for example, is I'm going to use this one that says Take It Easy. And I think that's an appropriate sentiment for giving yourself some some space. So I could put it right here and then run some other images down there. For example, I could do this floral, kind of set like that. let me pull some of one of those flares. Let's see, where did they go? This is it. And what would I use there? I'm going to use the bicycle because it signifies travel and movement. And then I want to use something that maybe doesn't have a sentiment. This says imperfectly perfect. I'm thinking that that's perfect. It's just not the right size. Or is it just exactly the right size? I'm going to call it exactly the right size because when I put it in my album, it'll still fit. It's just a tiny hair over the edge right there. Okay, so that's the idea that I have kind of going around. And I want to take, for example, this, which looks like a flower pot with an ivy. So I'm going to pick this lane kind of in the middle there. I'm going to kind of do it like this. And the potted plant has nothing to do with anything, but I kind of like it. Here, everything that's left on this sticker sheet is in the wrong color range. So I'm going to put that off to the side and not choose anything else from there. Here I've got, well, I just pulled that from there, so I'm going to alternate that with a flare, and I'm going to choose this one that has the coffee cup because this is going to help me park closer to Starbucks. It's a long walk from where I now have to park to go to Starbucks. And I think some of you may remember when I told you that John and I had a deal that if we ever, when we went to that Starbucks, we would allow ourselves to treat ourselves at Starbucks if we'd walked there. It's walkable through a park, and I'm determined to be able to do that again and to toss that handicap sticker aside. Let's see, I have here some little bitty tiny elements like this blue rose. I'm going to put that there. I think I'm going to, before I forget, I want to use this little clipboard, and it kind of signifies that this is the kind of sticker or handicap, whatever it is, permit that that hangs on the rearview mirror. I've got a car here that I thought I would overlay on the word today. I want to be sure that you can still read the today. I'm going to put it down here at the bottom of the O. And then I have this little blue geotag that I'm going to place right here. It's really cute, it has a little star. And I have my overlapping hearts. I'm just gathering these things around the frame. And see, I'm kind of thinking that to kind of join it all in, if I put this right here, it'll somewhat balance that. Again, I'll hold off on it until I decide for sure. Let's see what else I have. I have You Are My Sunshine, With My Favorite People, Capture the Moments, Unexpected Blessings. There is gold in this story. Noted, journey, story, just say yes. I'll hold off on those. I have this that says do what feels right, and it's gonna cross that line, but it's gonna kind of be part of it. So I'm happy to use that. That's actually one of the main things I kind of decided to use up at the front. And I have the word enjoy, and I have a here. This says focus on the good. So while I'm, while I'm a little bit embarrassed that it has come to this due to age, disability, lack of fitness, or whatever anybody wants to negatively blame it on, I'm going to focus on the good, which is I can get to and from places and activities safely. And I want to use this enjoy on here now that I've kind of come around the bend there. I'll put it like that, and then I'll put something. This was kind of pretty. That might go there, and then I can probably squeeze in a small one, a little T9C one. Okay. Here's a little tiny yellow one. And we're going here. Oh, it doesn't fit. I wonder if I can move this down just a hair. It's going to interfere with the roses or with the hearts, but that's okay. There, and then I have a small puffy set of arrows which I can use to kind of fill this out, and it kind of goes along with this arrow. I'm going to continue on down here. There's this one that says, this is my definition of perfect, and in the condition that I'm in right now, I'm going to say that makes sense. And now I just need something to fit right here. And let me look at what my choices are. I have there's this floral that could kind of go side. These florals are a little bit too big. I've got there's I started to use this, which says that fall feeling, using fall in the sense of falling. Now, I think I will use that, and I'll put it up here. It's that feeling of falling, as opposed to it has nothing to do with the season. Okay, now that I have that there, I'm going to use, well, let's see. I think I'm going to use this pink floral. Like, well, it's too big for there. It could work here, but that's still a little too big. Up there, what can I use? Let's see what we have. I don't think there's anything on here. Breathe it all in, love it all out. The heart wants what the heart wants. Those are kind of saying statements to people. So don't want to do that. And this has be kind, because it's the last thing on this sheet. I'm going to take it off and put it on another sheet. This is love you. This has a cake with strawberries, which is how I got this overweight, so let's not put that there. Can this fit? No. But how about just like I did the coffee there, or how about this moth? And then I need some things to come down, and it would be pretty to use one of those kind of tall bouquets, like so, right there, and then something really small right there, which could be one of these flowers. And I think I'm going to take, that one's too big. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Let's do this one. That's even a little too big. It kind of overlaps on that stem. And a flower may not be the best thing underneath a bouquet of flowers. That may be too much floral. Nothing there. What do we have? Do we have any little small things? There's a thing that says smile here. I don't think I'll need anything else from there. This is a package that one of those went into. I have this, and I know that these are too big. So I'm going to put that there. I don't see anything here that works. So let's go back to those things that I said. Well, okay, why don't we go to my BrambleFox goodies, and there is a small little pink flower. And I know I said I didn't want to use a flower, so what else could I use? They're hearts, but I already have hearts there. A hexagon, a star. A star? Let's go with a star. It has no significance, but it's cute. And I need to peel the back off. It looks like the front is already peeled. This is kind of meant to be a stash busting page, and I think it is. I had thought about outlining this other art with these enamel dots. And what I think I'm going to do now is if I place this here, that seems to kind of balance out all these things that are over there. So I'm gonna go with that, and then I'm gonna go back and try to find some things just to kind of embellish around the title, just to lend some importance to the title, so it's not just standing out there by itself. Most notably, I'm going to look for, I want to make sure that's parallel. I was going to look for something here, but that's pretty well taken care of. And let me see. Here's a thing that says just say yes, and that's kind of what I did. I just said yes. Yeah, I'll go get one. And that was kind of an ordeal. I had to get a doctor's note. Okay, so I never did pick anything for there. I will find something. But this can go where? Maybe right there. Okay, I think a blue one would be good down by this blue piece, and I can kind of tuck it up underneath that diamond shape. So that would have worked for last week's rules too. Okay. And now I'm going to finish it up with some ink splotches. I don't think I'm going to use these guys, except maybe like right here it kind of looks a little, not awkward, but a little like there needs to be something to kind of balance that out, to fill out that corner. And maybe no, I think all of that's okay. Maybe I'll do something similar right in here. I'll do a light blue and a green and then a small orange. And then maybe right here, I'll do this kind of pale green and a medium blue and a small pink. Okay, maybe up here, one up there. What do you think? Maybe right there. And then I'll do a little pink one here. That doesn't look good. I need to do a group of 3 like I did on the others. Let me close up my glue, and I'm gonna let that enamel dot stay stuck there, and I'll get it up with a spatula. I need to, I pulled out, I found a spatula that has a sharp enough edge that I will be able to peel up all of these splatters of paint that have stuck to my glass mat. I could scrub them, but I really didn't want to scratch the glass, but this spatula will kind of scoop up underneath them. Okay, so now I'm going to take my saltwater taffy. I love this, by the way. It's a silly thing to scrap, but it's kind of like what's happening in my world at the moment today. So it seems appropriate to okay, that was a nice hard and I love how that is looking. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, I think we're done. So, oh, the places I can now go. Maybe I need something right there. Maybe that's what I was thinking I need. So let me pick one of these. This little blue one. Kind of, well, it's actually this image right there. So I don't want to pick that. I'll pick this one. How about the one with the hat? Because I wear a hat everywhere. I don't want to test fate. With any skin stuff. So I think I like it. So it's strange. I've never done a page quite like this, and I've never had a background paper quite like that. So that explains it. Now that's stuck to my fingernail forever and ever. And you know what I should have done, and in fact I think I will do. I'm going to lift this up. We kind of introduced this color orange here with these flowers, and there's some orange in the stripes on this particular frame, but I think this orange flare would look great right there, kind of right in that corner underneath those 2 frames. Okay, now we're done. I will see you next time. I thank you for watching. Bye.